I could go out in the dark, I see you calling my name. I hear you shouting, hear you calling, but it's not the same. Every word that you are throwing right into my back doesn't matter to me, cause I'm keeping my track. Let me go, let me go, let me go. Stop talking, let me go. Our time together always ended up in war. Every whisper made you jealous, and that from the start. It is nice to see you shouting out for throwing me out. No excuse.
Hello everybody, I'm going to try something new today. A new camera angle. Get out of here. Get this axle up. Don't want that down. So, just leaving Battersea. Going to take a trip back to the yard to get reloaded. Very sad day today. It is the day after the evening that the Queen passed away last night. Very sad news. But you know, she had a good reign. 70 years, longest reigning monarch in history. Yeah. R.I.P. Queenie. You shall be missed. It's actually very busy today in London because of such an event. That makes no sense at all. I don't know what I'm talking about when I say things like that sometimes. It's very busy in London today because the Queen passed away last night, and yeah, everybody seems to be down in London, which I suppose is quite understandable. Wanting to go down to Buckingham Palace and pay their respects and so forth. It usually takes me an hour and 15 minutes to get to Battersea. This morning it took me 2.5 hours. That wasn't purely just because of London, no. There was also an accident at the Dartford Bridge. Yes. Got to love the Dartford Bridge. Good old Dartford. So, as you can see, nice bumpy road we're going down. It's one of the first deaths of someone really famous where I haven't had an instant influx of memes about it. Shows that she did have quite a bit of respect there. I'm sure there are some out there somewhere. There's always going to be people that do that sort of stuff. But yeah, like any other person that's passed away in recent years, like it's usually instant. And this is a nice tight little turn here. Let's take a left because up ahead is a 7.5 ton weight limit. It's not ideal about there because I can't really hear very well. I'll put it in that ear. Come on, lights. I'm not got all day. I got work to do. So yeah, you might see some of the I can't speak today. What's going on with me? You might see some of the commotion, is what I was trying to say. As in, more traffic, a lot of people about today. But yeah, it is what it is. This is taking ages. This is what I love about London. You can spend 10 minutes just at one set of traffic lights sometimes. Especially when people at the front are not paying attention and end up making you catch the lights. luckily that didn't happen this time. Sorry, I'm going to have to take this really wide here. Don't hit the moped. Because there is a nice metal bollard on that corner, which we do not want to hit. That will not be good for us. And Doris won't really like that, will you, Doris? No, she will not. Nice 20-mile-an-hour speed restriction here. Speed camera up ahead. It's up. It doesn't need to be down. A little bit of a better view. Low bridge. Says it on the top now. 15.6. That's fine. We're 13. No problem. Fit under that nicely. If a double-decker bus can fit under it, we sure can as well. Armrest is down. There we go. J.A. Pullen. Yes. And literally right ahead of us, just there, that's the MI5 building. It's not where you cross the road, is it now? Silly man. Now, I don't know who this guy is that's made his tag 10 foot, but you know, writing 10 foot on every bridge in London is a little bit off-putting for new drivers. Well, that one looks like 70 foot, to be fair. Yeah, so try and ignore those if you see them if you're driving in London. Excuse me. Oh dear. We now have a king, King Charles III. This is a nice little bit of road for London. The Vauxhall roundabout. The official name is for it. I just call it the Vauxhall roundabout. It's the biggest roundabout in Vauxhall. Well, it's, I don't know if you can class it as a roundabout, it's so big. Ring road, maybe, probably be the right term for it. Anyway, oh look, I've got a billboard up there, I don't know if you guys can see that. Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II, 1926 to 2022. What's going on with me? I'm afraid today. There we go. Oh dear. See what I mean about the traffic lights? Getting nowhere fast. Average speed of 10 miles an hour in London. Twice about it. Oh no, not crossing there, he says. It's a funny little building, isn't it? Amongst the MI5. Is that the MI5? It is, yeah. I think that's MI5. That's flat. I think the MI5 building is actually a little bit further on. Oh, we'll see in a minute. It looks very similar though. They definitely look like flats. I need to try and speak up a bit, because you probably won't be able to hear me, because the microphone is behind me. Do apologise if you can't hear me perfectly all the way through, but I will try and speak loud. Oh my god, these lights, wow. You're bloody ludicrous. Right, so what I'm going to do here is the lanes are quite narrow and it comes into like a sort of a bend. So I'm going to straddle both lanes because I don't want people coming up the side of me as I make the turn around the corner here. Yeah, trust me, it happens. People try and squeeze down each side here. And now I am nice in the middle. People think, oh, what are you doing right in the middle? I am protecting you and others from any potential incident. I now have enough space to get around the corner without causing any problems. Like so. It amazes me how many people it confuses, like, why you're doing it. Like, you would think it would be quite obvious being in such a long, large vehicle. People would work it out. But not the case. Just outside that yellow box. Don't want to be stopping in one of those boxes. Yeah. Don't want a ticket. And I'm even going to do the same here. I'm going to straddle both lanes because there's a little bit of a tight corner here. So I'm going to take it nice and wide, both lanes, so we can get in fast. And I'm now going to go over to my right hand side because I'm taking the road round to the right in a minute. Tight corner, so what we'll do is we'll just take it out a tiny little bit as far as we can to the left and make sure we've got loads of swing so our trailer doesn't go anywhere near the curb, and stream up. It's quite a good little place actually to show you guys, especially if you're a new driver, tight corners, and you have to look out for slowing down because I will not fit through there with him now. He's taking it wide because he needs to get a little bit of a swing around the right. Probably could get through there. So I want to take the risk. Problem is he's, as he turns, let's go for it. It's not moving. What's tight? To this one as well, I have to sort of go into their road a bit because it's a little bit tighter than it looks. And we just missed the curves. There we go. The oval. Road ahead closed. It's not the road I'm on, it's down there. Down there. So that's okay. Yet again, went in almost like we're going to hit that fence and then turn at the last second so we don't go too far over onto the right hand side of the road. I feel like I'm giving you a driving instruction video today. I don't know what got into me, I just became a teacher all of a sudden. Anyway, let's crack on with talking about how miserable this country is at the moment. I'm joking. There's worse, there is definitely worse. Stopping, don't want to get caught in the yellow box. Still green, don't want to get caught in the yellow box. Still green, and it's got orange. So we're going to stop here. And he's going to go for a red light. Fair enough. This is the thing when you're driving in London. This is actually quite a good angle for you guys to see. So you saw a second ago the car was stopped just short of the box. Now if I went across, I probably wouldn't have stopped long enough to get a ticket, but that's a risk, and it's a risk I'm not willing to take. Especially with times being hard at the moment. I do not have a spare £80 to give to the government. Already taken enough of me. No, thank you. Oh, where's these bloody lights? Cyclists, really, so you go. I have to watch these people because they will merge, which is fine. Just have to be aware. More traffic lights. Yo. We've got enough diesel. Press this button here. See, AdBlue is getting very low. We're going to need to top that up at some point. It's nice murk, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Look, you see here, he stopped in the yellow box, so he's probably got a ticket. We're not too happy about that one. Watching the cyclist. Like a hazard perception video, isn't it? Should we count how many lights we get on our journey here? So, right, say we've gone through. I've got to think of one. Doing it from the Vauxhall roundabout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 so far. Plus the one at the start. 8. So let's just say 8 so far. We've been through 8 traffic lights and we've caught every single one of them. This is what makes you laugh, is when they say, when you get sent into London, they go, oh, it's only half an hour down the road. Yeah, I don't think so. Have you ever driven in London? I'm guessing not, if you think it's half an hour. I spent half an hour past 8 traffic lights. Go, makes it 9. The Golden Goose. Nice pub, apparently. I mean, I reckon at this rate I could probably make every single traffic light all the way up to the A2, and that's pretty far. Alright guys, I'm going to switch you off for a little bit, and yeah, we'll come back to this because there's not a lot happening, as you can see.
I can't think. What am I supposed to do?
Welcome back, guys. We are now approaching Tilbury Docks. Really my hometown. I lived just around the corner from here growing up. Shadwell. Don't live here any longer, so if you plan on stalking me, tough luck there. A little bit further away now. let's just put it that way. That's as good as you're getting. Yeah, so we're going to go into the docks, get loaded, and we now have a Watford. So that should be exciting stuff. Lots of low bridges near Watford. The job that we're doing. Actually done a video on it not so long ago. Danger, low bridges. It's basically a little bit of advice if you are a little bit scared of doing your HGV license because of the low bridge situation. It sort of gives you a little bit of insight to basically why you don't really need to worry as much as you think. Obviously, it's good to be vigilant and take good notice of signs so that you don't come across a low bridge. But in general, it's not too bad. Go check it out. So I got loaded. It was a bit fast paced, so I didn't really have time to show you the loading process, but there is a video on my channel yet again of that process if you so please to watch that. What we're going to do now is show you how we shut the hatch up. So I've just pressed this button here. So that will put the rail up, and then let's carefully climb up the top. Moving on nicely. See, coming out. All ready to go. Set it back there like so. Put that up, that one up. You've got to get them all in line before you start tightening them, otherwise it doesn't work, quite simply. Nice and tight as we can. Well, I'll tell you what I forgot to do actually, silly me. Start again. So what happens is all this stuff gets clogged. Let's clean that array so they can seal properly. Not actually too bad. I cleaned it off on my last one. It's pretty good, but it's always good clean it out every time to stop any leaks when you're tipping, because what happens is obviously the tanker gets pressurized, so all the powder gets pushed out to the side and the top obviously as well, and if there's any sort of leak, this rail, a little bit of a kick, nice and tight. Right, so that's nice and tight. Yeah, so if there's any sort of leak, then it can start spewing out the top. That's the boat. Lovely view of Tilbury Dock. So carefully down the ladder. Right, now I'm going to head to the weighbridge, and hopefully we're not overloaded. I don't think we are, because got used to these scales now. I usually bang on. What I'll do is I'll turn you off, guys, and yeah, we'll head over to the weighbridge and we'll see what they say.
Good afternoon, people. We're almost there. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Yeah, I'm gonna stop now. I'm in a bit of a crazy mood. Had a real big mix-up on the way down here. So, unfortunately, for moi, I thought I put myself on brake after I had tipped at Battersea earlier. Turns out that I hadn't. So I do have an infringement. It's a working time directive infringement, which is not good, but these things do happen. It's not something that happens often with me, but it has happened. Cannot dwell on it. It is done. But by the time I did realise this, because I thought I'd had a full 45-minute break, wrong. I usually come up there and then I go down there. Sorry, just trying to get my bearings. So yeah, I thought I had a full 45-minute break, and then I went to get loaded for my second job. I left there, I got halfway into London, and then I looked up and I see it said 3 minutes and 59 minutes. 3 hours and 59 minutes. At this point, I was like, holy crap, I have half an hour to find somewhere in London to park and have my break. So I made it with 5 minutes to spare, so that I didn't go over my driving time directive, because that would have been quite serious. Working time directive is one thing, drive time, yeah, that's a definite no-no. So yeah, made it, had a full 45-minute break, and I'm not too far from my job now. However, it has delayed me obviously 45 minutes, so I would have been here at basically 2 o'clock-ish, 2:15, and I'm getting there till 3:20 now. Yay! By the time I tip, that will be just gone 4. By the time I get out of there, I'm going to be hitting rush hour through central London. The M25 has had accidents all day, and that's buggered. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting evening, that is for sure. But it is what it is. So we're not too far out now. Ignore the sat nav. I only needed it to find this junction. I know where I'm going from this junction, but I just couldn't remember, because usually I come in from a different way, and then I don't need to sat nav, it's fine. I've done it 100 times, it's fine. But because the M25 was buggered, I went round the 406. Some people means probably nothing. So basically I went through London. Let's get over here, it's fine. Yeah, so I went through London. I know, go figure, it was quicker to go through London to get to here than it would have been to go around the motorway, because there's been so many accidents and so many delays today. That's how buggered it is. So yeah, ignore that. You probably can't even see it, to be fair. Let's go back that way. What was I talking about? Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to catch all the rush hour traffic back, and it's probably going to be quite a late one tonight. Probably looking about, at best, 6 o'clock. We'll see how we get on. Roundabout. No time to go. Yes. Daydream. Round to go. Up here. Weight limit 7.5 tons ahead.
I was saying to you earlier, I did a video on this one. So the site where I'm going is very close to a lot of low bridges, but it does give you plenty of it does give you a lot of warning of where the low bridges are, plenty of time to react to it, and usually roundabouts to turn around before you get to it. First time I came here, I checked on Google Maps and basically, yeah, checked where these actual low bridges are and where I can and can't go. So that sign up there says there's a 9-9 bridge that way and an 11-3 bridge that way. So you're thinking, oh, we can't go either way. Yeah. The place where I'm going is literally just before that 11-3 bridge. However, if you have a truck nav, it will probably scream at you for coming down this road because, well, my truck nav personally tells me that don't go this way. There's a low bridge. This is calling. I'll go back in a minute. So we're almost here now anyway. But yeah, so if you look now, coming up to this roundabout, and the low bridge is literally there. Straight ahead. But I'm going right. Just literally before the low bridge. And if you did come this way, you can turn around back to whence you came. Just the van, bring over. Yeah. Tipper lorry behind me. Bumpy, bumpy. So yeah. So yeah, I shall see you in one momentos. If you do like the video, give us a like, subscribe, press the little bell notification so any more of my videos you'll get a little notification telling you that they're out. Other than that, have a good day. Peace out, guys. Bye bye.